Hello, hello, Tammy Cinematic Skeins. Welcome. This is a thing where I talk about stuff I've collected. Because, God, all I do is collect the things. And sometimes I make things. I knit, dye, spin, weave, sew, crochet. Did I say weave? I don't know. I do all the things until my mind fixates on something else, and then I do that. So yeah, I go off on tangents, forget what I'm talking about. My dogs interrupt me. They're not interrupting me today because the door is closed, because I've determined that the weird smell in my house is the dogs, because the two rooms that are closed off in the house are this room and the room where I keep my yarn, and those rooms do not smell, because for a second I thought maybe something died in a vent. Okay, that's how bad the smell was. And then I realized Theo smells. So I gave him a bath this morning, and now I'm airing out the house, but I don't want them in here because Theo smells. I mean, I gave him a bath, so he doesn't smell as bad anymore, but he still kind of smells. I don't know if he got sprayed by something. I don't know, but he stinks. So he's not allowed in here right now, so there will be no dog interruptions today. Anywho, that's how my life's going. How's yours? I am here because North Texas Yarn Crawl, today's the last day. I did not get everything that was on my list, but I definitely went over budget, because don't I always? And I got a lot of stuff that was not on the list. All right, so here's what I went shopping for. The Knit Purl Repeat sweater, right? Okay, the sheep sweater, I don't remember what it's actually called. It's just got a bunch of sheep on it. It's color work, yay. Another sweater. There were 3 sweaters. I don't remember what the third one was. It's fine. I went shopping for 3 sweaters, okay? And then I was like, if I see some fiber, I'm going to get some fiber. And then, you know, what else? There was something else on my list. Fabric. That was all. That was it. That was all that was on the list. I got my sweater quantities. I did not get the fingering weight sweater quantity because I realized I have some in the surplus closet. So, all right. So for those of y'all that have been here for a little bit, I did give a tour of my craft room at one point, but it has since been rearranged and relocated, and now it's split into 2 rooms. So this room is fabric, sewing, weaving, yarn surplus closet. Because y'all thought the yarn wall behind me all the time was full. That's not even all the yarn, y'all. There's the yarn wall that's usually behind me. On the wall diagonal from that, or is that really a diagonal? Yeah, the wall diagonal from that, there's bins of yarn. Then there's another bin on this wall full of yarn. And then there's the yarn closet where there are tubs full of yarn and fiber, because I don't have anywhere to put it. And then in that room, there's more fiber because I ran out of bins. I have too much shit. But anyway, I picked up some more because North Texas Yarn Crawl. But I did go with intention. I really did. That said, I have a ton to show you, and that's all that's going to happen in this episode. I am almost done with the t-shirt I was working on. The Jessie's Girl. I am currently here. So I'm doing the knitting flat for the sleeves, which is fine because it's garter stitch. Which I don't know what I did, because the pattern is you knit in the round bottom up, and I decided I didn't want to purl because garter stitch in the round is a lot of purling, so I did it in panels, which I mentioned on the last episode. Well, why did I join them and then split for sleeves again? I should have just kept knitting and then joined them last. I don't know what my brain was thinking, but whatever. They're not seemed great. I might undo it. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so I'm working on that. I'm working on my cross stitch. I finished the rows I was working on. Now I'm doing the other flowers around it, and then I will get to the skull. Yay. All right. Are y'all ready for all the things? Let's start to where I went on Friday. Last Friday. So U2 Yarn is the closest yarn store to me. I love their yarn. I think I've told you guys that. They dye. I love their hand-dyed yarn. Their colors are so my vibe. Their bases are great. Trudy and Lee are fantastic. And I love that store. And I tend to only go there when I need a sweater quantity because I know I'll find something that I will love sweater quantity. And damned if I didn't see the perfect thing when I walked right in the door. I was like, that's not the color I was looking for. Because like I said, I was shopping for specific sweaters. I really just needed gray yarn, y'all. Gray or black. That's all I needed, which is weird because I always have gray and black. But I just didn't have enough. I think we had this discussion. I didn't have enough quantity in my stash in the same color and base. So I needed a new sweater quantity, right? Okay, anyway. This is not the color that I was looking for either of the sweaters that I was shopping for. But because I love it so much, there is a pattern. I think it's called Nydia. I don't remember. If I can find it, I'll pop in a picture. I might use this yarn to make that. I haven't decided yet. I also might save it until I lose a little bit more weight. Because I'm tired of being chubby, and that is my goal and my focus for the summer. Not like I'm trying to get swimsuit ready or anything, because I don't do that. Well, I swim, but I don't care about swimsuit body. Like, that's not a thing for me. But I can't fit into some of my favorite clothes, and that bothers me. So some of this weight's got to go so I can wear my favorite clothes again, because I refuse to get rid of them. Anyway, tangents. Okay, the yarn. And then I picked up some more yarn while I was there because it was on sale. And then while I was buying that, I saw some, y'all know. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's just, oh, it smells so good. It had soap. Oh, it smells so good. My allergies are also acting up, so now it's making me stuffy. It's fine. Anyway. Ramble. That's not it. Okay. How much did I buy? Jesus. Oh, I bought a lot. It's in different packages. Okay. I don't play when I want something, y'all. Y'all know. I shop with my eyes, not my bank account. My bank account is sad right now. Especially because my mortgage went up to $2,000 a month. Not that y'all know this, but that's like a $300 and something increase. Because taxes and insurance in America. And so yeah, this is probably my last hurrah because my mortgage is stupid now. That's too much for one person. It's too much. I want to move. That's the other thing. Okay. So I bought all this stuff, right? Tangents. I warned y'all. I bought all this stuff and I'm like, I have a bunch of stuff already. And with my mortgage going up, I've decided it's time to start, dwindling down and packing up and getting the hell out of this house. Cause that's too much money to pay for one person. I have all this stuff to fill the space. If I was in a smaller space, I would buy less stuff. Does that make sense? I'm one of those people. I have an extra bedroom. Nobody's using it. Let me fill it with something. So yeah, I'm that person. Anyway, so now I'm like, I must get rid of things so I can pack it. And that means I must get rid of a lot of yarn again, so it will fit in the bins, so I don't have to buy any more bins. So my goal is to dwindle my stash down after I bought all this stuff, right? To dwindle my stash down to fit into my bins and then not buying anything else until I move. That's my plan. That's a plan, I should say. My mind will change. Anyway, ramble. Blue! Look at this shade of blue. Oh my God, you guys. Look at it. Look at it. Looks good, right? Looks good, right? Look at this blue. Look at it. Look at it. It is the perfect shade of blue. It's perfect. Love it. Why have I not dyed the perfect shade? I did dye a blue like this, but it was glazed in black. Yes. Okay, well, I do dye this blue. Anyway, my problem when I dye darker blues is they tend to bleed because I can never remember which of my blue dyes bleeds. So anyway, I'll buy somebody else's. It's fine. Okay, this is U2 yarn, Mellow DK, which is 100% superwash merino, 231 yards. Their colorways they don't repeat them, but this is DBM, is it D? MD35. whatever. It's blue. I love it so much. Got a sweater quantity. So yeah, that's fun, right? Okay, sweater quantity of the blue, and I feel like it needs to be a textured sweater, which is why I was thinking that one sweater. It's so fun. It's so pretty. Okay, got that. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, a year or two ago, U2 Yarn had the giant swirls, super swirls. Do you guys remember I made that triangle shawl with it that I never finished? Well, I finished the shawl, but I didn't finish the detailing. It's sitting in a bag right there. They had super swirl on sale, and it's blue. It's blue. It was blue day. This is 600 yards. It's 5 50-gram skeins together in a blue fade. What am I gonna use it for? No idea, but it's blue. Okay. And then this was sitting nearby, and I felt like I needed it, and I was thinking that I could put it with this for a touch of fun, right? Maybe like a fun stripe or a little bit of color work or something. This is MD DK31, same base. Isn't that pretty? Either I'll put it with this blue or I'll make DK socks with it. It's cute, right? And then I saw this out of the corner of my eye. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it. Probably a hat. There's sheep food in it. A little bit of grass. All right. This is Mellow Bulky. This is the same base I have, but look at that color. It's like burgundies and grays. It's really pretty. And I think it would make a perfect hat for me, right? So I got that. And then I saw this bag. Isn't it pretty? See, I saw this bag and I bought it, and then as I was walking out the store, I saw a bigger one and was thinking about coming back in and switching it out. But no, I'm gonna keep it. I don't even know if it's gonna be a yarn bag. It might be a travel bag for me. This is in a Tinty bag, so it was stupid pricey. I don't know where the tag is. It's fine. I love Asian prints, so bought that. And then these were on clearance. This is Aini, Amano Aini, or Aini, however you say it. This is 80% baby alpaca, 20% silk. It's black. I don't know, it was on clearance, so I got the last of it. It's very soft. Maybe I'll make a scarf or something. And then they had trunk show soaps. And I got the card. This is Body Balms, Natural Soaps, Toiletries, Fragrances by Melissa Flick in Arlington, Texas. I got a bunch. Well, what I consider a bunch, because I don't use solid soap often. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, this one is Chill Pill Old School Soap. It's patchouli, mint, and lavender. Smells delicious. So good. This is Rose, because, you know, Rose. Do you guys remember, what was that perfume I used to wear in school? It was like a body spray, but I think it was called Tea Rose or something. That was my scent in middle school. Do they still make that? Because that was my jam. Now I have like a solid Tahitian rose perfume thing. Y'all don't need to know that. Okay, this is the Relaxing Old School Soap. This is lavender, lemongrass, and ylang ylang. I never know how to say that. Lemongrass. Love lemongrass soap. And my all-time favorite, sandalwood. So this is spice and sandalwood. Soaps. They smell delightful. And the cool thing is, when you buy the solid soaps, if you just leave them in your yarn room instead of in the bathroom, your yarn room smells good. Because soap. I actually did that by accident. I bought some soap somewhere and I left it in the yarn room, and now my yarn room smells like soap. And it's delightful. It's great. Okay. So that was YouTube Yarn. Where'd we go next? This was from, that was from Friday. And then I drove to Knit Dallas. I left it in the other room. All right, so Knit Dallas, I didn't really buy anything I didn't already have. I bought a book. That's all I bought. The book, Strands of Joy, which if you've watched me for a bit, you know I already have. It's where the woodland sweater came from. So I had the hardcover, and then when I went to make the woodland sweater, the colorwork chart was missing for the woodland sweater. So I got upset. I tore apart my house, and I guess I had never got the chart when I bought the book. It wasn't in there. So I bought a copy off of Amazon, not realizing it was a paperback. So they sent me that. I got my pattern. I made the sweater. It's too small for me now. I haven't frogged it yet. I think I might try steeking it and making it the cardigan that it was supposed to be. I haven't decided. It's just sitting in a bag. But anyway, so Knit Dallas had that book on clearance, the hardcover. So they had the pattern pocket in the back, which my copy did not have. So the colorwork chart's in there, and that's the one that I wanted. Because I have Strands of Joy Volume 2 on hardcover, Strands of Joy Volume 1 should be hardcover as well, right? Right. Okay, so with that said, I now have a copy that has the pattern in it. I am going to gift the paperback copy to anybody that wants it. Comment below, I'll draw a name, just put Joy, okay? I'll pop in a picture of the book here. And then the hardcover book that I also have without the woodland sweater pattern is free to anybody that wants it. Just know that the woodland sweater chart is not in it. It's not in there. I mean, I suppose I could take it and make a copy of it, right? I don't know. I'll think about it. But anyway, the paperback version is definitely free to a good home right now. So just comment Joy and you will get that. I will draw a name for that next time I do an episode. And then I'll figure out what to do about the hardcover. Maybe I'll go somewhere and get a copy of the pattern. We'll see what happens. I didn't think that through, sorry. All right. So that was Friday. Saturday was Yarn Crawl Bus Day. And the first place we went, I was like, I'm not even gonna go inside. I don't need anything from there. And then I went inside. Bought some things. They had fiber. I knew they had fiber. It's where I've bought bamboo before. This is Wool Bamboo Blend. It's a really pretty green gray. I just figured it would be fun to spin. This is blocking with light. On the floor. There we go. Put that there. Okay. And they had this one, which is so my vibe. It's got raven all over it. This one is called, it says black, but it's not black. It's black and gray and blue and teal, and there's some purple in here too. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's not really, I mean, this room gives good light, but it's hard to see this fiber. It ain't black. I'll tell you that. Because like, yeah, you can see like a little bit of blue right there. There's some green right there. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna blend this with something. So boom, could blend it with this. Okay, got some fiber. And then they had sock samples on the wall, and I was like, that looks really interesting. It was made out of Bouncy Boo, which is, this is Sport. Is this the right one? Yes, this is the right one. This is 87% bamboo rayon, 13% Sorona, and we had to ask because none of us had heard of that before. It's a type of nylon. But look, it's got some texture to it. Isn't that pretty? They had a sock sample there with this exact color, and I really liked it, so I bought it. And then This is Babu. This is 50% bamboo, 50% mountain merino wool, which I'm thinking is the same stuff as this, but it's gray, it's sock yarn. I like it. Babu. It's delightful. And this is the color black, which is not black. It's gray. I hate that, but it is what it is. This is just called indigo. All right. And then while I was standing in line to procure those, I saw this out of the corner of my eye. This is Prairie. It's 50% bison down, 50% Muga silk. Bison, had to. I'm going to make socks with it. These are 50 grams, I think. Am I crazy? I looked at this. I swear I did. 60 grams. No glasses, I'm sorry. This is just red. 60 grams. It's a DK light worsted called Prairie. Isn't that pretty? And it's surprisingly soft. Socks. Gonna make socks. Okay, cozy socks. All right, so that was Bamboo Place. And then we went all over the place. Did we go to Quixotic next? Or McKinney Knittery? I think we went to Quixotic. Okay, here we go. It doesn't matter. Y'all don't care which store I went to, what time. Do I have 2 of these already? Yes. This is Frabuous Fibers, 3 feet of sheep. This is the dark rainbow. Everybody's always out of stock of this one. I have the pastel rainbow and the regular rainbow, and now I finally have the dark rainbow. So this is called Jewel, if you're looking for it, but it's dark rainbow, basically. There's no yellow. Yes. So yeah, I've been wanting this for a while and said I would pick it up if I ever saw it. So I bought it. And then they had a hat sample, which I thought was super cute. And it was made with this yarn. This is Earth Yarns Kuzu, which is super bulky, super wash merino. It was just a really cute hat. And it was a free pattern. And I forgot to write down what it was. But it's fine. I will find a hat. This just looks really cute. I like it. So I got it. Okay. And then there was a Malabrigo that I don't have. This is called Mask. It was just something interesting to pick up. I did not need this. And then I got some mints. Eeyore's disappointments. I got a kick out of that. So I bought these. These are going to go in the car. All right. And then these were free. I never would have bought these. They were free. I just thought they would be fun for wall art. These are Light Up Needles by Cornerstone Products. This is a 4.25 millimeter, 13-inch straight needle. The tip lights up. Look at. You could pretend you're a magician while you're knitting. This is huge. Why are these so big? I just thought they were fun. And it was free, so why not? And they had a really cool glittery stitch marker, which was free. All right, that was there. Boom. Moving right along. McKinney Knittery. I knew exactly what I was going to get when I went there. So McKinney Knittery has fabric. I knew I was going to look at fabric. They have William Morris. I think it is. Is it Morris? I don't remember. Anyway, I have a charm pack of William Morris prints. That's the name I was trying to think of the other day. And I wanted to look at those. And then they have a yarn, which I've shown you guys before. It's from Plucky. And it's Morticia, because I have 2 skeins in the other room already. And I said that if I went to McKinney Knittery, I would get more Morticia if they had enough to make a sweater quantity. Because yes, I dye black yarn all the time. But one, I can't dye right now still. And it's Shiniko wool, which I don't have. So I got square quantity of Morticia. Because Morticia. The Addams Family. Da-da-da. Yeah. Because I have 2 in the other room already, so this is more than enough to make a sweater. So this is a maybe for one of the sweaters that were on my list. But I also got gray, because why not? Anyway, so I got that. And then I got quilting stuff. So I got some, does it say? It doesn't say. Got some fat quarters, which I thought were really pretty. Look at those. Little florals, right? It occurs to me that it looks like I'm going to make another quilt with green in it. And then, all right, you guys, last time we talked, I was talking about my raven quilt, right? I don't know where the paper is. It's fine. And I was trying to come up with something different for the background because I didn't want to do yellow and orange. There's stars. Perfect. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use it because there's stars. All right, so this is going to be the background for my raven, and then the leftovers, I can make something else, all right? Because it's a whole giant stack. And where's the tag? 28 fat quarter twinkle bundle. I don't know who it's by. I don't see the tag in here. It's fine. Look, stars. I'm stoked. Because, I mean, there is yellow, but it's like a golden yellow. So I figure maybe these colors. I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but that's what I bought this for. I'm excited. And I like the stars. They're really pretty. And I got a pocket guide to perfect piecing by C&T Publishing. And I got a quilt pattern for Linden's Joy. And I would do mine in black because, of course, I would. Isn't that cute? Love it. So even 1/8, no wait, I would never make that size. 1 fat quarter, 1 fat eighth. You know, how many did I say were in here? 28? How many colors is this? 16. Wow. Dilemma. Because black and stars? I might have to rethink my plans because this would look great in this. And it's rainbow and I've got everything. I've got everything already. I've got backing fabric in here somewheres. Up there somewheres. Huh. I might rethink this. We'll see what happens. It'll be a while. Another stitch marker. McKinney Knittery goes up there. Okay, moving right along. All right, where do we go next? Yarn and You. I love Stacy's store. I got to talk to Mary Berry, who was there with her sock machine, and we talked about weaving. And I forgot the book, but I'll show it to you guys next episode. She suggested a weaving book for me for my rigid heddle, and I bought it. I was thinking it was going to be another small book. It's like this big. It's great. She suggested that, and then behind her, she had some sock tubes that she'd already cranked, and I was like, I want that. So that's what happened. This is one of the sock tubes that she cranked, and I love it, and I'm making socks with it. So this is all the same yarn. I got 3 skeins of Fezza. What's it called? Does it have a name? Fezza fingering weight sock. Okay. This is Speckle. It's just a really pretty taupey, I want to call it a grayish, but it's got rainbow speckles, you guys. Isn't that cute? Oh, it looks so cute knit up. perfect socks. It's gonna be gorgeous. And then I could do like color work, heels and toes. Yes. Okay. Color work. Variegated heels to, anyway. And then I got this one because I figured it would knit up really pretty. That. Right. Purples and grays. And then, of course, happy rainbows. Oh, purple and gray. This one's called Moody. And this one's called Candy Stripes. I don't know if that's what they're really called or if that's just what Stacy called them. This is color 26. This is color 51. And this is color 70. Socks. So I got some sock yarn. And a pen. Y'all know what that says. And I say it all the time. So, and a cowboy boot stitch marker. All the North Texas Yarn Calls gave out like stitch markers and things. So that was Yarning You. And then I actually went inside Fiber Circle this time because I don't normally go in there because it's very overwhelming. It's a very overwhelming store to be in. There's a lot in there. It's 2 floors of yarn, floor to ceiling yarn, yarn on the floor, yarn everywhere. It's an explosion of things and it would take like days to literally walk through that store. It's very overwhelming. But I went inside because I was looking for some lace weight. I did not get the lace weight. That's the one thing that was on my list that I did not find. Black lace weight. But you know, is this fingering or lace? US 4, okay. Anywho, didn't find any of that. But what I did get, I saw this and I thought it was super cute. I don't know if I can use it for my hair. My hair's too thick. But I might gift it to someone that loves cats if they use these kind of things. Isn't that cute? It's a little hair clip. 3D printed hair clip. Cat in the moon. Isn't that gorgeous? My hair is probably too thick for it. I got sock yarn, rainbows. This is Windy Rome Fusion 4-ply, 75% superwash, 25% nylon, and rainbows, but it's rainbows with blue thread wrapped around them. So it's like a marled rainbow with blue. Yes, please. Socks. And then I got these. I don't know what I'm going to make with them. They just looked interesting. This is Schackenmeyer Fashion Lova. And this is 67% acrylic, 30% wool, 3% nylon. It was just interesting. Hat? Scarf? I don't know. How much is in here? My dogs are trying to kill each other. I guess this is bulky. It says 13 to 15. What's the yardage? 55 yards. Yeah, hat, mittens, I don't know. It was pretty. And then check this out. This was free. It's a yarn gauge. A spiral yarn gauge. Isn't that nifty? I just thought it was fun. Okay. And then this was free too. It's stitch markers with numbers and a fiber circle stitch marker and a little bit of sheep gauge. She always makes cute stuff for the yarn crawls. But aren't these fun? Where's my notions bin? There. Okay. That was there. Is that it? And then yesterday, and we're almost done. See, I went over budget. I went to Juju's to get their specialty colorway. They always have Mad Tosh because they're local. They tend to do special colorways for our events and whatnot. And Juju's had a special colorway. This is Dream Team. And they had a sock sample, and I'm going to make socks with mine as well. This is Mad Tosh Twist Light in Juju's Dream Team. If you guys are not in the know, Macy, Mace of Skeins, works at Juju's. So, okay. And then I got the gray I was looking for. I wanted a gray that wasn't just solid gray. I wanted it to have some kind of depth to it. I ended up getting just some Barocco vintage. You know, I had some of this in stash already, and I was like, I don't have enough to make a sweater. Nah. But it was cheapish, and they had enough in the same dye lot for me to make a sweater with. So I got some Barocco vintage DK. It's gray. This is a color 2106 Smoke. So this is going to be my knit purl repeat sweater, I believe. And then I'm going to do the color work portion in something colorful. But yeah, gray. So I can swatch for my sweater, finally. That was Juju's. And then I went to West 7th because I always go to West 7th every time I go to Fort Worth, which is when I go into town for groceries. So I got this is Thick Boy DK. This is the colorway Dorian. It's one full, no splicing, no, you know, new yarn. It's one giant skein yarn. Yes. This is 1,230 yards of 100% superwash merino. Boom. They have it in DK. They have it in fingering. I almost bought Nevermore, but I've already made a sweater with that one. So I got Dorian. Dorian gray. Get it? Okay. What am I going to use this for? I don't know. It could also be my sweater. Not my Knit Pro Repeat sweater. It's not enough yardage, but there's another sweater that I recently frogged that I do want to remake because I like the color changey yarn that I had with it, and I might use this for that. So got that. And then Hunbun Studio was having a trunk sale, and I might get with her. She said she does custom orders. I might get with her for a schnauzer thing, but I bought this really pretty vase, which I'm probably just gonna put needles in actually, and not flowers. We'll see. But it's poppies. I love poppies. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't it beautiful? You guys should check out her site. I'll link it below. She makes really pretty things, and she does sculpture. And when I was in school, in high school, my art teacher was really good with kids that have focusing issues. Like, I think I've told you guys, I'm pretty sure I'm undiagnosed ADHD, but I think my teacher back then recognized that, and how I would lose interest in things that just weren't clicking in my brain. And she let me work on clay for my entire senior year because that's what I liked working on. They have like a, you know, their lesson plan, and they're like, we're going to do, what's the one with the dots? The drawings with the dots, where you just constant dots. We did paper mache. We did all the things my junior year. And when we did clay, like throwing on the wheel towards the end of the year, my brain lit up. And so for my senior year, she let me just do sculpture. And it was really fun. And it's one of the things I miss doing. And if there was a studio local, I would probably go back to doing that because it was really fun. I love throwing pots. But anyway, this is super cool. And I'm definitely going to get with her on doing something schnauzery for me. I don't know when because mortgage. But yeah, this is super cute. I bought that. Okay. And then I was just walking around the store wasting time because I was waiting for them to do the door prize drawing. And of course, because I was walking around, I got this. What am I going to do with it? A hat, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to make a lot of hats that I never wear. This is Lang Yarns Magnolia Merino Extra Fine Superwash in color 1145. I don't know what my dogs are barking at right now, but it's really annoying. 85% merino, 15% nylon. It was just really pretty. What are they barking at? All right, I'm almost done, and then I gotta check on my dogs. And then they had a scarf sample with this yarn, and I really liked it. I need to ask Amy what the pattern was, but that is what I bought this to make, because it was just really pretty, and I thought it would be really cool. I'll either make that or I'll put these on the loom. This is Gusto Wool Carmen, and it's really funny because I actually used to own this and I gave it away. No, I destashed it. Whatever, now I have it again. Color 1410, Gusto Wool Carmen. Very, very cool. I love the way this knits up. And then on the clearance table, they had this yarn, and I think it would make a really pretty stripy tee, so I picked it up. This is Rowan Cotton Cashmere, 50 grams. Is there colors? Oh, charcoal. It was $8. It was on clearance. So I got 4 charcoal and 4 in Stormy Sky. It's cotton cashmere. It's 85% cotton, 15% cashmere. But I just thought it would make a nice light stripy tee. That's the game plan for this at some point. Maybe something by Isabel Kramer. I met a very nice lady at West 7th Wool that was making a really pretty Isabel Kramer top. And I've already forgotten what the pattern's called. How many more can I get? Sorry, this never happens. Oh, missed. Okay. Anyway, that was it. That's the haul. That was more than enough, my friends. More than enough. And not yarn related. I went to get some pie because McKinney Knittery is very close to Emporium Pie, and they have a banana pie that I love. And whoever was supposed to open was late, so I didn't get any pie. But there's a spice place, a spice and tea merchant across the street from the pie place, and I got some tea. So I got On the Waterfront, which is rooibos, peppermint, spearmint, ginger, rose, apple, almonds, and hibiscus. Sounds delicious. Dragonwell green tea. It's green tea. I always get a dragon something when I get green tea. And there's a dragon oolong that I love, but I can never find anywhere. And then I got a Darjeeling peach apricot, or apricot, however y'all say it. I say apricot, but yeah. Boom. Got some tea. Next episode will be normal. That is the game plan. And maybe I will have finished my panel because I'm going to weave today. Yeah. Hope you guys are having a good one. Oh, my bank account is crying. Bye.